We are 13 days away from the big race. We're doing a little bit of Sunday meal prepping today. Let me show you what we got. First and foremost, we have the most important ingredient, a master chef with a beautiful apron. Hi, Maddie G.
What's good?
What are we cooking today? Show the fans.
We are cooking these chicken drumsticks from Costco.
How much was that?
It was only $15.
Only $15? And how much food are we going to be having?
This looks like about 20 drumsticks.
20 drumsticks? Beautiful. Are we done for? I want my chicken. Oh no. We're getting some heat. Let's go. Apparently all you have to do is actually just turn on the gas. All you gotta do is turn on the gas and then you get the gas. I love your apron, by the way. Did I say that already?
Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Where does it say kiss the cook?
It's just implied.
Oh, okay. While we open up those bad chickens, Matthew, talk about your diet recently. How has it changed over the course of training for this half marathon?
Since I've been doing 75 hard, my diet has been pretty clean. I have just tried to stay away from anything that's generally unhealthy or anything that's really just gonna set you back.
So what does your breakfast, lunch, and dinner kind of look like?
So for breakfast, I'll make a Ninja Creamy. If you don't know what a Ninja Creamy is, it's basically like a frozen protein shake. Snack in between that, I'll do a peanut butter and jelly or almond butter and jelly sandwich, and I try to make sure that my bread isn't unhealthy. I use Dave's Killer or some form of organic bread. Your body's pretty much a supercar, so you want to give it the best fuel. You don't want to give your body 87 or 89. You want to give your body 91 premium gasoline, and that's essentially the food you eat. Every time I eat something, I kind of think to myself, where would this tier? So pretty much most of my meals have been chicken and rice. You know, I'll dabble in the arts of desserts sometimes and enjoy myself a little bit. I skip out on vegetables. I guess that would probably be pretty good, but you know, I also want to make my diet enjoyable, and I'm not a big fruits and veggies kind of guy. Will I die when I'm 30? Maybe, but will I be happy? Yeah. How has your training looked day 1 versus day 20-ish? I'm kind of on day 70 of training right now. So I'll work out 2 times a day minimum. That's part of the 75 hard plan that I've been on. I'll wake up in the morning and my first workout will be my indoor strength training, and I'll do push-pull legs split throughout the week. After that, I'll go and I'll do some sort of outdoor workout, whether it be a walk or a run. Something honestly that I think has made a monumental difference has to be my Apple Watch. It monitors calories burned total and your active calories, monitors your heart rate, tells you how long you've been exercising. And so I like those stats because it helps me to recognize where I'm really improving my performance. So a lot of people, when they exercise, they'll go to the gym and they'll like have their phone and they'll scroll some reels in between sets and like get their rest, drink some water and whatever, and they'll like recharge that way. But I don't let myself do that. I go and I do a set and I'll superset it with abs, or I'll superset it with like some shadow boxing or some like imaginary jump roping or whatever, just like it is, just keep my heart rate up the whole time and then jump right back into my set of whatever exercise that I'm doing. I'm genuinely becoming stronger and more durable in every workout. I used to be a lot less intentional with my cardio. You know, it was like, oh, I played pickleball today, that was my cardio, I'm good. But now, as we're getting closer to this race and as I've just started, you know, training in general for this half marathon, I've been a lot more intentional with kind of tracking my progress as well. First time I ran for this training, I ran 3 miles and it was hard.
That was honestly kind of easier than I expected.
I'm like, okay, well, I have 5 weeks to get to 13 miles and I have to do it in this amount of time. So I've kind of just planned out how I want it to go. This last week I actually ran 9 miles in an hour and a half. However, disclaimer, that hour and a half was strictly just running, but I did stop the timer when I took rests in between some of my laps. So probably actually ended up taking like, you know, 2 hours, which is not that good in my opinion. 2 hours to run 9 miles, 4.5 miles an hour, that's crazy. But I was just starting, still. Like that was the longest run I've ever been on in my life. But even the same week, I ran 7 miles in 1 hour. And that was straight. For me, that is really good because I never thought I'd be able to do that. It's crazy to see the progress that you can make in just 2 or 3 weeks of going from sucky to pretty decent. One of the strongest mindsets I've had recently is I watched this video when I was running. It's a random like motivational video. One of the things that it said was, most people will train to win, and there's very few people that will train to dominate. And that's kind of the mindset I've been having. Like my goal was to run the half marathon in about like sub 2 hours and 10 minutes or whatever, but I don't want to just run it in 2 hours and 9 minutes. I want to run it in an hour and a half. I want to run it in an hour. Not really. I mean, I would love to run it in an hour, but that would be 13 miles an hour for an hour. I think I'd probably die. But I'm gonna try and dominate my goal. I'm not just gonna try and achieve my goal. I'm gonna try and dominate it. David Goggins says that you should make goals that you don't think you can achieve, not goals that you think are easy to achieve, because then you're not pushing yourself. And I originally thought that 2-hour goal was something that I might not be able to achieve, but now with the amount of progress that I've seen in myself, I think I'm gonna dominate my goal. That's kind of a yap sesh though. I realized I didn't really talk about my training. So specifically, I'm waking up at 5 in the morning every single morning, no matter what, and I go for push-pull legs, and then I come back home and I will just eat really quick, nothing too big, because then I go straight back into my cardio workout. So big part of the cardio stuff, I would say, is really just focusing on that time under tension, either increasing the pace gradually or increasing the amount of time you're running. Because this half marathon, if you round to the nearest whole number, it's probably gonna be 2 hours, right? 2 hours of straight running, that takes a lot of cardio and fitness. One thing I would say has helped, because I don't have an Apple Watch, I think just running on a treadmill is really good because it tells you the pace you have to run. So that's kind of how my fitness has been going. Just trying to do 2-a-days, getting those 8 hours of sleep, stretching as well. Those are just the inches that add up to be a mile. Master Chef, how's it looking?
It's a little difficult, honestly, because the outside's cooking real fast and the inside is still not cooking super fast. It's a little scary. I don't want to burn these because they look so good, but it should be good. They should be good.
How's the recovery been in your journey?
Yeah, that's a big one for sure. I think, as you kind of talked a little bit about sleep. Sleep's been big. When you're not as well rested, your focus kind of dwindles away. Your endurance really dwindles, and it's really important to make sure that you get a significant amount of sleep so that way you can actually perform the way you want to.
Okay, so for my recovery journey throughout all of this, well, first of all, it's very important to push through pain. Kobe Bryant said you have to sign that contract with yourself. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you can't give up halfway through, be like, oh no, my legs hurt, whatever. No, you signed the contract already, you gotta do it. However, you also have to be very careful because you only get one body. You have to be smart with how you use it and how you treat it. Stretching is one of those things that is very crucial in this journey. If you don't stretch, you're gonna get injured very easily and you're gonna be sore. Like we've been talking about, sleep is your best way to recover. That's when your body resets pretty much. It's way harder going to bed on time than it is getting up for your alarm. If you wake up and you're tired, well yeah, you're not gonna get up. But if you go to bed on time, you won't be tired when you wake up. Another factor to waking up tired that I think most 99.999% of people cannot do this is getting off your phone before bed. I struggle with this. This is something I'm aware of, but if you can not look at a screen for an hour, you will feel so well rested the next morning. And another thing too, might get some disagreement with this, but is praying too. Praying for recovery and praying to wake up not feeling super tired. The first time I did that, the next morning I woke up, I don't think I'd ever had more energy in my life. I hit the nastiest workout of all time. It was so good. But yeah, I would say those 3 things have been the most helpful for me in recovering and being able to put those miles on my body and tax my body heavily and be able to get up the next day and do it again and go harder every time.
All right, so here's the issue.
So long story short, unfortunately we're gonna have to be taste testing these. Oh, what a bummer.
So unfortunate.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's raw. You don't want it. I'll say that. That is insane. Costco, you did such a good job with this one. Wait, siblings are dating. This is so romantic. This is the best date I've been on. So, the other ones are probably done.
Glaze.
Alright, just let me know down in the comments what came first, the chicken or the egg. I'm gonna go eat all of these. And yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, love you. See you in the next one. Peace.